Hey guys, and welcome back to the Trucker's Life series on ATS. I am Lag Goose, and I hopefully in the next episode will be joined by Lewis, but obviously for right now, you won't have me. For anyone who commented on the last video, unfortunately, this was sort of recorded straight after the other, just knowing that I have quite a busy work schedule. So if you have commented, I will get back to it, and you will be answered hopefully within the next few episodes, and we will have a look at how we can take this series going forward. But anyway, we're going to get back to it. We're going to go and do our essentially second job after getting our license and so on and so forth. And we're going to take this job from Kenwick, which is where we are right now, to Olympia in Washington. It's just an interstate job, no running about after each other. The reason I'm taking that is because we were in Kenwick last time, and it would feel really weird travelling 60 miles to back where we came from to get a job to Spokane from Yakima. So as much as I would love that money, I think it's only fair that we get the job since we are here, and I haven't really done much since then. But we'll just do it now. I hope everyone enjoyed the last episode. Hopefully I'll see all your comments very soon about that. But we are taking this job today, and we're going to do it relatively quick, and hopefully we'll have time to do another one today as well, depending on how quick we get it done. Oh, I forgot this truck only has the 6 gears. This is the Kenworth K100E, and we're probably going to be using this truck quite a lot, as it seems to be one of the popular trucks that everybody seems to be using for quick jobs. So we're going to just see how this goes, and yeah, hopefully this job runs quick and we get some money out of it. Alright. Well, that's us out of the yard now. We do have a tandem trailer, which is quite interesting. They trust us with a tandem within our first week of driving. But it is about a 250-mile job. A little bit of money in our pockets to start us off today. And then we'll see what we can get out of making this all work. I do like the gearing on this truck though. Even though it can be a bit slow, especially in the lower gears, it is a really good truck. Come on. You were wanting to go. Come on, boy. No balls. Screw this, I'm going to set the parking brake on because this guy's taking absolutely forever. It is 4 o'clock, so it's a bit of rush hour. We'll get on this highway and get going. So I thought it would be really interesting today to just have a little chat with you guys and figure out what you guys want overall for trucks in the series. Now, we know what truck we're looking at first, I believe, as it will be relatively cheap for us to afford, but it will take us a little while. So I would not expect those of you to be sitting there screaming at me right now to buy a truck. If you can see my bank balance, at the end of this job, I will show you exactly how much it costs to own your own truck in this game, and you will find out with everything that we have essentially made so far, that it's going to take us a little while. Well, the people who decide to put these anywhere need to just realise right now that I am not interested. Absolutely hate that. And this guy is gonna... This guy is gonna have to stop. He's being silly. What are you doing that for, sir? I'm drag racing you. Well, we're off on the beaten country roads, it would seem like now. Pretty cool though, I absolutely love the scenery in this game. This road is really cool. I mean, just look out there to the left. I mean, the sun's sort of hitting the windows, you can't see too much, but very cool having a lake like that. Look at that! Right out the right hand side as well. That's really cool. It's awesome. It's almost like driving in a dam. There's a little place to stop in there. Maybe one day we'll stop there and have a look out over beautiful countryside of Oregon and Washington area as well. I mean, this is Washington, I believe we're in right now. Stunning hills. You can tell you're in the north with the trees being the way they are. Evergreen trees. Zoom, said the truck that went flying by. Oh, this road is awesome. I'm enjoying this. Seems to be like a dirt road that goes that way to the right. If I wasn't on job right now, that would be really cool to go and try and see where that takes me. I think that's like an actual job area in there where you can deliver to. We're only 65 miles away, but that's really cool. We're on Route 12, so we'll remember that. Incredibly cool. Road work ahead. I sure hope it does. Definitely should have slowed down, but I don't care. Need to give me more warning than that, otherwise I'm slamming the brakes on for absolutely nothing. Right, we're turning right here. Buddy, you gotta get going. Going again. I got places to be, people to see. That's it. Bit slow on the power uptake there. It just doesn't want to. Try and get a little bit more out of this truck to get past that Volvo. The lights are very good in this truck, I'm not gonna lie. Here we are. Oh god, we missed a turn in. No, we didn't. We're excellent. We know what we're doing. Look at that, that was perfect turning. That was quite abrupt, but we got it. Where should I park it? We'll park out there for you. Oh, wrong gear. Come on, stop stalling. This truck's got a lot of miles on the clock, so doesn't surprise me. I don't want to restart. Put these on now. Leave. Just round here. Oh, perfect. Excellent. Nope, doesn't want to accept it. A little bit more forward. There we are. There we go. First job of the day done. I didn't have to do much parking there. Obviously I was taking a tandem, but that's pretty good. Get some good experience points out of that job. And let's have a look at our emails. We've actually got some emails that we need. Brand new Kenworth trucks for sale in Seattle. Fair enough. And used trucks for sale as well. We'll actually want to have a look at that, and I'll show you guys, because I did say we'd have a look. And then the bank wants us to owe them loads of money. I'm not I'm not wanting to do that after having a look at how bad the repair prices and stuff like that are. And as you can see here, I have seen these trucks for cheaper. $7 grand was the lowest one, but it was very worn. I mean, this one is considerably worn, and that's the price that we'd be paying for our first truck there if we got one of those. Now, something like that, I suppose, would be ideal. It is a newer truck, but as you can see, 20k. That's what we're looking at for one of those. The Volvo VNL, I mean, they're very good. They're quite a good truck. Actually, slightly less horsepower than the International, but this here is probably what we're wanting for our first truck as a low-end truck. It's got a lot of engine torque. It's got 450 brake horsepower in it. That's sort of what we are looking at, and we will be paying 23 grand for that. It's got a lot of wear and tear. I mean, the engine and the pardon me, the mechanical side is pretty run down, but that is something we'd have to consider. These are all, you know, they're just less worn trucks. I mean, that was got 24% on the engine. Such a bad buy. I mean, that only got 3% and it's cheaper. So it's about checking what the offer is and how bad it is. See, that's 22%. That'll need an instant repair right there and then, you know. And that one there, similar to the last truck, it's got 14% engine, so it's not bad. That is probably what we'd be looking at for our first truck if we can get one just a little bit cheaper. But we'll have a look. This guy's offering some decent trucks, so let's see what he's got in the way of trucks. Well, I had a bit of an issue as I was looking through some bits and pieces there, and I had a crash, which is unfortunate, but we do have a couple of jobs from Olympia that are starting to pay us some decent cash. So we'll see what we can get out of them. We've got a job to Medford for 447. The distance is approximate, what's about 400, but that goes into Oregon, and that's sort of what we want to start doing now. Unlocking areas around here will allow us to pick better jobs in the future, so we're going to go and do that. It is another one of these tandem trailers, but let's get going. The job itself just going to be tipping over the edge of our mileage allowance, but we're okay. We spent the night here, the usual. I don't think we're going to be able to reverse it. We're going to have to just turn and hope. I think we're okay. There we are. Back on the road again. We're lucky we didn't actually have to do much in the way of sorting ourselves out. We're going to get back on this run. It's a roundabout. Because it's a different truck, I've had to I should probably work on doing that every time I hop into a truck, is changing the view and stuff like that. So I'll maybe do that at the stoplight and get that sorted. I think that's a little bit better now, but I will change that back. It's a bit of a long boy, this trailer. Is that a cop car? Sneaky state trooper. Get out here as quick as possible, get this job loaded up, fire it away. Hopefully we don't have to spend any money on this truck with fuel, because if they seem to give me crap trucks with low mileage on the clock, it just doesn't. I mean, this truck just drinks fuel. It is very bad at that. It's an old engine that's in this truck, so it's going to just swallow it and spit it out of its exhaust pipe. The stacks will be black by the end of this. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna just get going, and I'll I'll check back in with you if there's any issues along the road that we need to address. So see you in a bit. Well, that's us just entered Portland. And I've just been looking at the night sky. I mean, you can't really see much from inside the cab here because it is a cab over. You can see a lot in front of you, just not above you. And Jesus, it's beautiful. Loads of stars, and it's obviously that mod that's doing it. I mean, I don't know if it's. The one thing with this mod is it's definitely eating up performance to do things like that, and I don't know if it's worth it. I want to say it is. Oh, I accidentally hit the wrong but I don't know if it is for what we're looking at. I mean, just look. I don't even see if you can pick it up on the camera, but it is very nice outside, and I just don't know if it's actually worth putting, you know, putting my performance at risk in the game to have something so beautiful. But as they say, with beauty comes drawbacks, and I think this might be the drawback. I'm sort of balancing it. It's never been a stable FPS today since I've been recording, and I'm just wondering if it's really worth having that performance over this mod. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes anyway. I think I might have to remove it, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we've got 270 miles to go ish, so we won't be long. We're about halfway there. See you in a bit. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's getting pretty late out here. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. We've still got 190 miles to go on the clock. You know, these overnight hauls, I'm sure I'll get used to them at some point, but it's surely tiring, especially after doing that job earlier on in the day. But we're getting there. I think if we get this job done, we can take a rest, and we don't have to stress about being late. I mean, that'd be the words to say. Last thing we want is being late, especially on our first week of the job. Wouldn't be fun. But anyway, yeah, we're heading towards Medford now. Springfield is to our right on that exit there, so we're slowly getting there, but we will be not too far away now. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm trying to fight the urge to pull in to these rest stops to take a breather. I am feeling it right now. We're getting pretty tired, and I think I'm just gonna have to keep pushing on. We're not at our legal limit, but I would say we probably get pretty close by the end of this. I think we'll be near enough falling asleep at the wheel by the end of this job, but you know, anything to make that cash, I suppose. And I'm gonna get boxed in. Lovely. Just avoid this guy. Hopefully he gets up to speed, but we'll stay in this lane. I don't know if he's just woken up from his rest stop, but that's a really cool trailer. I do like those sort of low body. I can't imagine it's fun to drive those though, but good for the employer, getting loads of goods moved. But we're getting pulled into a way station, which is probably, it's definitely needed. And this guy's also getting pulled in as well. We'll give this guy some time to do that, and I think what we'll do is we'll just take some time to take a breather before we get back on the road. And yeah, get this done and dusted and out of the way, and hopefully get this job done. Well, apparently we weigh 88,000 pounds, which is not too bad for the load that we're pulling as well. I did ask the guy if there was any way I could get into the rest area. He did say I could, but they are quite busy tonight, so he just said I wouldn't be able to stay for long, so I've just got to make it work. I think we've only got 100 miles to go, so we'll just breathe and get going. I think someone's in trouble over there, but surely not long. Just get it up to speed and get going again. I've got to say, I do like this truck. It is very torquey for what I'm pulling, and with having a 6-speed manual transmission, it is very good for this type of load. I mean, it's just general goods, but it is a heavy load, and this thing is still going. It's got a lot of power in that engine, just not a lot of fuel, as you can see by the gauge. It's, yeah, not very good that way. That is just ironic, isn't it? You're running out of fuel just as I go past the entry to that fuel station. That makes me feel so happy about my life. Thank you very much for telling me that, game. But yes, that's not ideal. I think we will be okay, but just to make sure, I think we better start looking for a fuel station nearby to potentially just have a little bit of fuel in there. But not what I want to be doing. There's a couple actually nearby, so we'll be okay. As I'm looking, I'm falling off the road. Oh, the tiredness is setting in, guys. But I think we'll be okay. Just manage, I hope. Well, that's us coming into Medford now. I'm hoping we just managed to make it no more on the fuel that we had, which is pretty good. But we shouldn't have much trouble getting into where we're going. I remember we're going to the local Walberts, and that'll be fine by me. Good old Walmart. We'll pull in here. Get off the interstate. Took its sweet time, as usual. Just give me enough fuel and no more, it would seem. Could have just kept going. Only me here. I got a traffic fine or something like that. Okay, we're pulling in. We'll give ourselves a bit of turning room. We are quite long, so just figure out. We will have to go around the left side. Yeah, there we go. Just in time for the store opening. They'll be very happy. We only had one hold up, and that was just the way station, so I suppose we got to deal with the current regulations, and it gave us a chance to just get a quick breather out of the cab and go and speak with some actual humans for a change. Not that I'm saying anything against you guys, but Nice to get outside the cabin every now and again. Get this nice and turned in. Obviously, they're going to have to manually unload it. So I don't really care too much. Turn the engine off for them so that they've got enough fuel to go and refill it again. But that's pretty good. We're now level 2. So I think we'll put some high value cargo on there. We've also got some mail since we've been away. And I wonder. Oh, this was all from the stuff from earlier. I don't know why it didn't register. I think it might have just been because of the issues I had, but that's fine. Yeah, we're over 2k now, which is very happy and welcoming to see that. Let's have a look at the used truck market, see if there's anything new here. We already read that, it's fine. Nothing. I mean, 12 grand is sort of where we're sitting at for a pretty beat up truck. That would be, I mean, that one's actually a very good deal. It's just got a lot more miles on it. It's just 290 horsepower, however. But I think that's probably all we can afford right now. And even then, we can't even afford that. So, anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this episode. This has been episode 2 of Trucking Life with me, Lagoose. But anyway, I will catch you all in the next one. Hopefully, we'll have Lewis. He's probably flown up from California to meet me and start his journey as we go through our journey together. Anyway, catch you all again very soon. Bye bye.